Hi guys, doing welcome to the live stream. Hopefully it's gonna be a nice one, quick one. See what Bitcoin is doing, what altcoins are doing, what Ethereum is doing. Should probably do some more Ethereum. Oh, Ethereum is breaking out, so this is actually quite good. Ethereum is actually breaking out. Higher highs up here as well. Nice. Ethereum is doing nicely. Ethereum is bullish, that means Bitcoin is bullish. So all is good, guys, all is good. In the world of Bitcoin, all is good. Izam Mugjen Bokul Dono. I'm just gonna call you Dono. Dono first. Yeah, you first, man. Or second. It's close call. So there is a lot of Bitcoin news coming out. Hello, Mr. Maloney. If you can close the daily up there, it would be epic. I mean, 44.5, you can close it on the daily. Pretty late, doctor. Pretty excited about ARA these days. Yeah, everybody's excited by Cardano. 2 days ago, before Cardano, it was XRP, but right now everybody is, going crazy after Cardano. The same thing that happened down here or up here, but this looks nice towards the upside. You know what I want to see? This is not low chart, so it went all the way down there. Some people are calling these levels down here, but we went pretty low, guys, pretty low. This is a retracement of 76%, so it's fine. Can you see phone token, please? No, thank you. No, thank you. So what's this up here? Good evening, Martin. How you doing, man? Antonius, ja, kompis, vad sker? Hey, Antonius. Not much, man, not much. Just wanna, check out what people wanna see on the charts. Today we've been talking about this being some kind of rising wedge. It is going in the direction it should be going. Right now you can see here it is going in, getting to this resistance up here. A little bit extends. I'm not quite sure we can actually break the resistance. I don't think there is any way, effing way we can just blast through this towards the upside. I think we need consolidation here before we blast towards the upside, because these moving averages are a little lagging behind. What do you think of NG? Not much, man. Good evening, Oli, how you doing? Hello, bull market. Not quite yet. Soon, not quite yet. You made my addiction to the game from yesterday. Please stay with the charts. Yeah, it is pretty addictive game. I've been also playing it a lot today. I don't know why. World domination and stuff like that. Games with that kind of topic. That's right up my league there. Take over the world and the universe while you're at it. So. That's my thing. Can you check Chili's? Planning to fill my bag. Yeah, man. Let's check Chili's. CHZ. Let me just find it on my chart somewhere up here. It's somewhere up here. I mean, there's 100, coins plus over here, but there's it. I didn't even have to. X is doing 80%, guys. X is doing 80%. It's actually 45% from the bottom. What the F, man? 50% already from the bottom. That's a nice move. Very nice move indeed. Let me see up here. I know there are a lot of lines, but So this is just the first move. This is just the first move, and the first move is very nice. Actually doing pretty heavy move towards the upside. Moon, hey man, how is hanging? Can you please check FTM? Yeah, the moon is actually playing out. I don't know why you people are not believing in the moons, but So Chili chart up here. Let's just do some log chart. Let's clean up everything. You see these stops up here. There should be some kind of lines that go something like this up here. So let's try to do it like this up here. It's not like this. I think it's something like this up here, give or take. It's pretty close to the breakout. Pretty close to the breakout up here. As soon as it breaks, these levels, that's around 23 or something like that. If it can break this, this looks like it's slowly, climbing towards the upside. We might see some kind of breakout towards the upside up here. Chile is, technically, just looking at moving averages, at least 27 or something like that, give or take. Maybe a little bit down here around 26, 27. That's what I expect if we can manage to, break out around 20% towards the upside. But it's getting really close to some kind of breakout. Now we see that everything is breaking towards the upside, everything is bullish. You have to understand that I'm expecting some kind of consolidation phase on Bitcoin. So the question is, will it break out or not? 10 billion is a lot. There is Robert and Putin will only accept rubles or BTC for his oil gas. Is that while I just read somewhere that where was it? I think in Telegram, somebody posted and said Bitcoin magazine from Bloomberg. Let's check that if the rumor is true. So Bitcoin, Bloomberg, Exxon. So this is what I read. ExxonMobil bringing power program to mine Bitcoin. So this is what this is 2 hours ago, 30 minutes ago, 35 minutes ago, and they say that ExxonMobil will start using excess natural gas to mine Bitcoin. So this is pretty bullish. I don't know about you guys, but I think this is pretty bullish. This just shows that the big guys, the elites, knows that there is life to Bitcoin, or else they would not have mined Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is not just fad or something like that that's gonna go to zero. It's definitely in the books. It's definitely big thing in in the rich atmosphere, or whatever you want to call it. So Bitcoin is not going to zero, guys. Definitely not going to zero, because these guys are right now mining Bitcoin. Okay, they want more of that Bitcoin. BPR final move. Phew. Do you think Bitcoin will break out eventually? I think it will break out eventually. We already have seen that this is a breakout of the triangle. I'm going to show you. Sorry, not this one. Up here. So before we, this up here is the big one, right? But we already are seeing the breakout up here. This is already a breakout because our trend line is actually a triangle. This is already breakout on the triangle. The volume should not be down there right now, but if we get a pullback down here, which I actually expect, on the pullback, once we start going, testing this as support, if we manage to test the support and get back above up here, the volume is just gonna explode towards the upside, because volume always explodes after the retest. So let me see up here. You can see the volume is not right there up right now. So I'm expecting a little bit pullback, because we are extended a little bit. People are looking at this resistance. It's legit resistance, but once we have this pullback, that's gonna be like the best buy opportunity right now. I think a pullback buy opportunity, and then it might ricochet to the moon. So that's why I'm looking right at now. Since the countries don't have rubles, BTC to the moon. Yeah. Bitcoin to the moon. So Bitcoin looking definitely very bullish. I also yesterday I'm gonna show you a clip I posted on Twitter, so I don't have to it's not this one. By the way, we got the moon. We got the movie Moon Knight. The Moon Knight. This is our movie, guys. Enough of the jokes. Let's go to the video. There's a video down here, this one from yesterday. Fake out down here just at the bottom, but you can see here that we have this V-shaped form. You got a V-shaped form up here. You got this W form up there. Then you got this bleed on the downside, and then we have this over here on the left side. That's 2019 accumulation bottom on Bitcoin before we rocked it to the upside, and this is what's happening right now, right? So this is 2019 when we hit the bottom at 3000, and this is what's happening right now. We have these big moves towards the upside, but you see big moves towards the upside where you come back, right back again, then slowly build up, and once we break this towards the upside, BAM! 100k, guys, 100k. Fake. If you want to watch the video, just go into the late adopter Twitter, or watch entire this morning live stream. the Bitcoin Daily live stream. We talked about that earlier. Hey TLA and all, I'm enjoying learning how to do TA. Would I be right saying T-Rex started breaking out on the 20th March on the 4-hour time frame? I mean, a 4-hour time is not important. Like you can check the daily. You're probably looking something like this, like maybe in the small time frames, but there is a more important level up here. I think it's something like this up here. I think this is a more important. So even though it is, found this triangle up here, and right now broke through that, I think this is a lot more important level up here around 200 moving average, around 66, give or take. Because you can see how clearly, nicely these wicks and bottoms are corresponding right now. So this is a lot more important breakout that's gonna happen. This is just slow move, but I don't think it just quite yet started going towards the upside. I think it needs to go a little bit more. But over here I'm expecting a little bit pullback, maybe some kind of consolidation up here and then a breakout, right? Maybe something like this and then breakout towards the upside. At least some kind of pullback up here before we see some kind of breakout. But it does look like it's getting ready to do the big stuff. How do you feel about volume? Volume is okay. I just explained the volume and there is no problem with the volume, guys. I'm gonna explain it again. There is no problem with the volume. The volume is low. The volume is still going on the downside. That's fine because we are still in consolidating up here. Even this breakout, it's not really that important because you can see breakout, but failed to hold the support. Breakout, but failed to hold the support. Breakout, but failed to hold the support. So 3 times we broke out, but every single time we failed to hold the support. And this time as well we are breaking out, but we need to retest this as support. And once this support is established, you will see big volume up here. Volume comes on the retest, not on the breakout. That's what people are getting wrong. People think that volume comes on the breakout. It doesn't. It comes on the retest. Remember that and you're gonna be fine. Are we going up or down? We're definitely going down, very soon, like maybe today, maybe tomorrow, and then we're gonna explode. At least from what I see. I've been bullish, for a while right now. So when my gut feeling is telling me like, okay, maybe you're bullish. At one point I was like, maybe. I think I was too emotionally taken by all the FUD, so it kind of gets me. I think man, it's gonna drop on the downside. But when you see, but after this up here, I was thinking it might go down. But after seeing this bullish move up here, I was like, yeah, that's good, man. And then the second bullish move, that's good. Third bullish move, fourth, fifth, sixth bullish move, all good. 7, 8 pullback, bullish support hold, nice. What are we at? 8, 9, 10, like 10 days in a row, almost 2 weeks we have been bullish, guys. 2 weeks we have been bullish. Actually, not 10 days. How many days this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 days we have been bullish, guys. Super bullish. 11 days. When is the last time we had 11 days of bullishness? But this is real bullishness. This is not something like this up here. I mean, it is big move towards the upside, but it's not the kind of bullishness that's over here. Right now, this is bullishness. This is, oh man, nice. Finally, getting somewhere up here, right? But this is real bullishness, guys. SB Rector is Jung and I, Folger. I don't know what you said, man. Oh, probably probably some spam. So it's gone. We can go up and we can go down. No, we can go up and we can go up more. Hey, Damian, how you doing, man? What's up? Why are other analysts saying we are going to 34k? This pump is last pump before going down. Because they don't do analysis like I do. They don't understand it. They don't see it. They always think, oh man, yes, we're going down here one last time so you can buy in and then we're gonna go up. You missed the bottom. The bottom was down here. You missed the bottom. So everybody saying, oh no, we're gonna one last time down there. Why should we go to 34 so you can buy in? So you can get, load up your bag? It's not happening, man. Choo-choo, train left the station, man. Train left the station and now all these analyses are wrong. Good evening, my pumped friends. When the man, how you doing, man? When the man, what's up? Hey man, hey, it's the man, the when. No, it's when the man. doing the Bitcoin tank. What would invalidation look like? Big move on downside below this, you know, below this support. And to tell you, if we for whatever reason go down below this level down here at 38,000, if we go down here and start getting ejected below 34, 36,000, we are not going to 34 and, you know, just go back up again. We are gonna go down to some kind of, you know, first 29,000 down here, and then maybe even lower after that. Okay, you know, 34 doesn't make any sense. 34 doesn't make any sense. It's all probabilities game. The central plant knows what's up, you know. But right now probabilities are towards the upside and more upside, not actually to downside. Downside short-term because the moving averages, you know, we just broke out, so you know we need this retest. I'm betting on the retest. Almost all candles. Did you just look Cardano? I didn't look at Cardano. I mean, I skimmed it a little bit, you know. I was like, hey man, looking nice. Pumping, you know, big time towards the upside, but unfortunately it's pumping too fast. We do not like these fast pumps, because when you have these fast pump, you have these, you know, consolidation patterns, right? You have a fast pump, eventually you get consolidation. How big have these pumps been for Cardano up here? Beside the last one, right? So this one is around maybe something like, what's that, 100%, and the second one was around 150%, and the third one was a lot bigger up here to, you know, 240%, and the last pump up here was around, you know, give or take, we are just, you know, 130%. So right now, if you just take like 100%, something like that, it's the 200 moving average, give or take up here. So that's gonna be good, you know, benchmark up here. That's the 50 moving average all the way up here. If there's any kind of bullishness up here, you know, right now we are hitting this resistance at 20 moving average, so you know it's gonna be interesting to see if you can break that. This on the weekly time frame. So you can see this 20 moving average up on the weekly time frame up here. A very important resistance to break, to get above. The question is, will we get above on this move up here? That's at 123, 124, give or take. If Cardano can manage to, you know, close above this 20 moving average, it just might, you know, continue, you know, pumping towards the upside. But you know, nothing goes, you know, straight, you know, towards the upside. Even if you look at this weekly time frame during the bull market, you had nice, you know, 2 weeks up, you know, 3-4 weeks sideways, and they had 3 weeks up and two weeks sideways, and they had 4 weeks up and, you know, a bunch of weeks sideways, and then 2 weeks up and a bunch of weeks sideways, and then 3 weeks up, you know. So you don't get like, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles towards up. It doesn't work this way, guys. It doesn't work this way, unfortunately. So, you know, best case scenario, the way I see it right now, we close somewhere up here, maybe do another move up here, then maybe consolidate up here, and then, you know, continue towards the upside up here. So we're gonna see here, but nothing goes straight up. What's up, Captain? How you doing? Welcome to the chat. Play Dodge Daddy for us, man. So if you dump, you're gonna dump or pump almost soon. Almost all candles. So I think right now probability is towards the upside. You can see that everything is bullish a little bit, you know. Hopium is coming back. Hope is coming back, better said. So we'll see that. Hi Leash. What's happening, bro? Not much. Coins keep putting a cheeky bit at 35, thinking there could be a triple bottom scenario. It could be. He could be right, but I don't see why we should go there. Now, that said, you know, I'm not gonna say anything about Koinski and his analysis. Yeah, he does his thing. He think it can go down to 35. That's fine. He think we can go down, back down here again. Okay, maybe we should can go down. You know, right now we're getting very close to this resistance up here. Go up there, but I'm telling you, if we go down there, it's not like we're gonna, you know, this is gonna be the bottom. It's like this is bottom and then, you know, more down, at least the way I see it. So, you know, I don't wanna, you know, Coinskid and all these other analyses that are calling 34, 35 to be right, because if they are right, that means we're gonna go down more, you know. But right now it is bullish move towards the upside. It's a bullish move towards the upside. Oh man, I'm tired. I need to go sleep in like half an hour or something like that. What's your target upside for Bitcoin? That's a good question. That's a very good question. And I think right now for my, you know, 35,390, I think that's gonna be very bullish. You can see already here that we are creating a and guys, we gotta talk about this, because, you know, yes, previous week, or it was this week, yeah, people have been talking about divergence. So I just want to explain you RSI divergence to you, because you know, a lot of people get it wrong, a lot of analysts on YouTube get it wrong. Why? Because, you know, they don't understand it. So let me explain you a little bit about RSI divergence, not this one. Doesn't matter. Let me. Okay, so this is how it was last week, right? Now, if you look at the RSI, let me pull up the RSI up down here. So what people have been telling me is that we have bearish divergence, right? And it is bearish divergence. You can see here, the RSI goes towards the upside. The RSI goes towards the upside, and the price goes towards the downside. They have been saying that, you know, this is bearish, we gotta go down. And I have been telling them, RSI divergences are laggy indicator, and the only way we can confirm a divergence is by the time it's played out. So when the divergence plays out, that's when you know if there's divergence or not. We can bet that there will or not be the divergence. We can bet on the, you know, that, you know, it will reverse or not reverse, that we can do, but there is no certainties. It's not like there is divergence, it needs to turn around and go down, because this is clearly a divergence. So everybody watching this on the, you know, at the start of this week was saying, you know, we gotta go down because divergence, we are hitting some kind of resistance up here, whatever. And I've been saying it's super bullish, because I know that this doesn't mean anything. Why doesn't it mean anything? Because RSI divergences are a laggy indicator. That said, it's still very valuable for other things, and we're not gonna into that right now. But what did happen? This happened, and we can see right now that there is no divergence at all. So right now the price is going towards the upside, and the RSI going towards the upside. So you can see, even though last week we had RSI divergence and everybody was bearish, this has to go down, I said like, no. It did not play out. We still need like 2 candles left, and by that, you know, to confirm the divergence, and by that time it's gonna be played out, because usually that's how it happens. So we are not betting on the divergence to tell us the direction, but I said we gotta give it time, because if it just continues pumping up here, there will be no divergence. Now, one more thing, we still have 3 days and 4 hours left. So right now there is no divergence, but if this should for whatever reason go down again, this will create a, you know, bearish bearish divergence towards downside, and we might see a drop to the downside. But that assumes that this weekly candle will end in red. That means below down here will end in red this week. I don't see that right now. And even by that time, depends on how much in red we end. If you just a little bit up here, it can still continue up, and correct the divergence. It really doesn't matter, you know, that's just one of the small things that can happen. But divergences are correcting itself, right? So in the start you have the divergence, but by the time it, you know, if you let it play out a little bit more, you can see what happens. So never bet on RSI divergences, never. Assume, and you know, you can if there is a lot of other bearish indications that it's gonna reverse, and you also getting, you know, first signs of bearish divergence, that might indicate that this is gonna reverse. But we already know, because there have been so many bullish signs, that it's not gonna reverse. It's just gonna continue pumping towards the upside, and you see what happened. So I'm just telling this to, you know, to teach you a little bit, to understand that RSI divergences are not alpha mega. It's not 100% stuff. You know, it can, you know, it takes a while for these to play out, but by the time it's played out, it's already gone. But we like to see where there has been divergence or not, because that shows us some kind of a consolidation in the price, and you can use that, you know, to figure other stuff out from the stuff. Buticularius. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Welcome to TFN's Club, man. If this is your first time here, enjoy the green name, enjoy the emojis, and since your first time here, you get to pick the coin, any kind of coin. What's your coin, man? I think 55, 62, and after rotation to altcoins. What do you think, TLA? I just said, I think, you know, I think this around 45k, if you can get up around you know, 45k up here. I don't know, I don't actually know when we are gonna have a pullback. I don't know when we're gonna have a pullback, but as soon as we start getting a pullback, that's when alt season starts kicking in. But right now Bitcoin is always the first one to go. So right now it needs to get this retest up here and pull up. So what I'm expecting up here, I'm expecting some kind of retest down here and then bam, to the moon. 100k, Butler is fine, I'll take the XRP. You'll take XRP. Okay, man, Buticularius. Butler is fine. Okay, man, Butler. Qcoin is not doing much, man. 1.6%. Slow moving coin, unfortunately. Butler. Okay, man, XRP for you, my friend. Let's check it out. So we've been looking at XRP, and you can see here that we have drawn this you know, this rising wedge. Unfortunately, this rising wedge is kind of broke out and retest on the downside, which makes me think that maybe it's not legit, but this line does look very, very legit, man. Very, very legit. So it did break out, came to this upper resistance up here, pull back to the moving averages right now. And this climbing towards upside. This looks actually very bullish. This looks bullish. It looks bullish for two reasons, and right now I think XRP might explode pretty big time, guys. Because the one thing is, when you have a, let me explain to you something. I too much explaining. I hope you are learning something from this chart up here. When you have some kind of price doing something like this, right, and you have a trend line that goes towards like this, and you break the trend line, you can have a small pump, right? If you have some kind of sideways, you know, trend line up here, and you break the trend line, you might continue, you know, going up, you know, a little bit faster, right? But if you have already a climbing trend, like over here, if you have already a climbing trend, and you break the trend towards the upside, you explode towards the upside. You understand that? So this looks very nice. This looks very bullish for XRP. This on 4-hourly chart. Unfortunately, we're gonna look how this looks on the daily, but it looks like it broke out right now. Had a pullback down here. Let's check for the divergence on the 4-hourly. There is no divergence. Everything looks fine. This looks like consolidation pattern here on the small time frame. So XRP does indeed look like it might do nice moves towards upside. So let's go to the daily time frame, and we'll see up here. Maybe my lines are a little bit off. No, lines are very nice. Let me extend the lines. You know what? Then let me draw the lines a little bit differently up here. You know what? Let me just clean up everything so you can see these lines very nicely up here. So you'll see what I mean by this. So we drew it something like this, right? Give or take. Maybe, yeah, because you know, we had a lot of hits up here. So we had this week, these weeks down here. You know, all the weeks are nice. So this was definitely a nice option up here. So this is a breakout, and right now you had 3 days of that, you know, 2 days of the sideways movement, and right now you're trying, you know, going a little bit towards the upside, right? Maybe on the 4-hour, if you look on the 4-hour, we're gonna get a breakout over here. Once it breaks, what's that, 85.3 or something like that. Once it breaks that, we might get some kind of a big move towards the upside. Let me check out the volume up here, because volume should be kicking in soon up here. It's not yet kicking in over here, but it is trying to break this towards the upside. Let's see if there is anything that says no. There is no divergence or anything like that. Let's go to the 2-day chart. There is no divergence on the 2-day chart. Let's go to the weekly chart. There is no divergence on the weekly chart. So everything, all the divergence looks nice and dandy. Moving averages, it is getting support very nice by moving averages, and it's climbing towards the upside. This looks very bullish up here on the daily time frame. So bullish cross on the MACD. Let's see the weekly time frame, how this looks. We are getting bullish cross on the weekly time frame on XRP, which is very, very bullish. The RSI is right now at 50 at the bottom down here, so this might be some kind of start of XRP big move towards the upside. Does look indeed nice. This is on the weekly time frame. So there is one line that should be taken into consideration, and this is this line up here. So this is very important line. So even though we are, let's go back to the daily time frame. So what you're gonna see here, at least what I'm expecting right now, is we are not super bullish like we are going to the moon, okay, but this might explode towards up. When I say explode, I mean, you know, I think it might go all the way up to some kind of $1 up here. How much is that right now from 84? That's only like 20%. It's not much, but it's still 20%, okay? So it might go up here 20%, consolidate up here, get this moving average to come up here, and then a break towards the upside. So XRP does indeed look very, very bullish. First of all, on the daily time frame, this small rising wedge up here broke to the upside, consolidating up here, and right now it's looking to make this bigger move towards the upside. It needs to get a confirmation up above 87 or something like that. If it can climb above 87, I'm pretty confident it can go all the way up to $1 up here towards upside. I mean, of course, the 200 moving average always has to be taken into consideration as an important resistance, but it does look good so far. It does look very good. Now it is only daily time frame. Weekly time frame, we want to break this up here towards the upside, and once we start doing that, I think we might we're gonna look what's gonna happen, but there's still a lot of resistance above us. On the weekly time frame, we are also above the 20 moving average. You see this one down here, which is very good move. So hopefully we can just continue with this move, and see how this actually ends. But I would expect around $1 up here, at least a $1 or something like that, to hit this resistance. This resistance is a very important level. This looks also like some kind of a big head and shoulder. Is this inverse head and shoulders pattern up here? Yeah, so inverse head and shoulders pattern. Let's assume this is inverse head and shoulders pattern. That means from the bottom to the top up here. Not only does this look like it's gonna break out, this looks like it's gonna do a nice big giant move towards the upside. If this is a real, that's like 65% move towards the upside if this head and shoulders pattern plays out. Now this shoulder pattern goes something like this up here, give or take. I'm just gonna put it like this so you can see it better. There we go, give or take, yeah. So this inverse, head and shoulders pattern does look nice, very nice indeed. It is beautiful inverse head and shoulders pattern, and right now we are having this breakout. Now you already see all the bullishness on XRP. So I'm saying $1 at least, but if you break $1 up here, I'm looking at something like 1.33 or something like that. That's 65% towards the upside. Doesn't matter, it is bullish. Ethereum, I also saw that Ethereum is breaking the upside towards the upside right now on the daily time frame. You can see down here it had a very nice trend line up here. I don't think a lot of people can miss this trend line up here, but this pullback might have already happened down here. You can see down here this pullback on the short term might have already happened, and right now you are blasting towards the upside above the 100 moving average. So everything looks bullish, everything looks nice. Thanks, your wisdom is appreciated. Oh, my wisdom, thanks, man. I think XRP def 5 and anything above it icing on the cake. Definitive 5. Oh, that's strong. That's strong. It'll pump in a few months. Hodl BTC that is. Bam. But my man. Don't know. Just read the chat a little bit. R please in the Q coin. R pirate chain. R Isam R. Pirate chain. Why do you like pirate chain, man? What's about pirate chain that you like? Ooh, I get what you like about pirate chain. This actually had the bottom down here on February 3rd. Oh man, this had a February, then I had a big move. Look how nicely, blasted. It went through this resistance up here a couple of days ago. This is a long while since we drew this. Right now, blasting through that, blasting above 200 moving average. This looks super bullish, guys. Is this the start of the only volume missing? No, volume's there. Maybe I'm thinking about Bitcoin. I don't know what you're talking about. So this looks super bullish. This looks super bullish. Resistance up here at what's that resistance at? 218, and even it's breaking even that. So this pirate chain looks very bullish right now. I don't know what pirate chain is, but it's up like 200% since the bottom down here in February. Bam, indicators are lining up, yeah. So guys, as you can see, everything is looking bullish, everything is looking strong, everything is looking very nice. Alt season, although alts are already pumping a little bit towards the upside. Big alt season that everybody expecting, when small S coins are pumping like 100x and stuff like that. That's gonna come after Bitcoin starts a first pullback. So oftentimes what happens is Bitcoin starts leading the race, Bitcoin goes up, everybody becomes bullish, everybody starts forming in, and then Bitcoin has a small pullback. On that pullback, that's when altcoin season starts kicking in, because a lot of money goes out from the Bitcoin into altcoins, and then you'll see all these altcoins going just crazy. My millionaire maker. You and Didi rock the same hair. I don't know who Didi is. For the year that is. Good evening, bullish or bearish? Very much bullish, very much bullish. Do you know, guys, that how we know that we are bullish? Because a lot of you know, YouTubers are saying we're gonna go back down. They don't believe it. They are what's it called? They are in denial. Bitcoin cheat sheet market chart. This one, it's called disbelief. So I think a lot of let me see. I think a lot of right now influencers, a lot of people are in disbelief. This is a suckers rally, right? We are hit some kind of button down. We have been in depression right now, you know, going sideways. You know, just you see big move towards downside, then sideways, a long sideways move. So you can see the Bitcoin right now over here, right? Let me see on this daily, because you can see it better down here. You can big move on downside, then, you know, sideways move, and then what happens, you know, you pump toward start pumping, and people you know, but people still don't believe it, you know. And even when you start doing like that, you know, starting breaking these levels, people are gonna say, nah, it's gonna drop down, it's gonna drop down, it's gonna drop down, and by the time you're 100k, they're like, okay, maybe we're in bull market, you know. So we need to figure it out before we get to 100k, whether we are going to 100k or not. And I think right now this might be looking like it is very bullish. Very bullish. I also explained why I think this is down here is accumulation zone, very important accumulation zone. At least, and you know, last time we had any kind of accumulation zone, you know, we pumped big time. So you know, we might just, you know, see another big move towards upside. At least the way I see it right now. I don't see a, you know, if we had to drop, I think we would have already dropped down here. I don't think this would have happened. I think we will see some kind of rejection up here, and then you know, went to the downside. You know, right now I'm not quite sure how this is gonna go. Like up here, sideways, and then down again, and then, you know, I mean, something might come up, but you know. Izam 1000 CLP, thanks man, appreciate that. I bought R at 1.7. Did you do a good buy or bad buy? 1.7. Oh, you FOMO'd in, man. 1.7, you FOMO'd in. Okay, I get it. But you know, you're still up something like, yeah, 27%. So the problem up here is when you buy this high up, I mean, if you buy down here, like the pullbacks, you know, might do something like this. Because you can see right now, you're extended from the moving average, you can have the pullback. You can even have in the pullback the 1.7 or even 1.4 down here, right? You can definitely have some kind of pullback. And if Bitcoin by that time decides to dump, this might also continue going towards downside. So never say never. This can always go down. We're gonna see, you know, nice support. But you know, down here at around the 1.7, also it's actually at 1.8 up here. There's a nice support up here, right? So you got some kind of support also to 200 moving average up here. You gotta get these crosses towards the upside. Everything looks nice, juicy, but you can always have this pullback on the downside, especially when you are buying these big moves towards the upside, right? Unfortunately, you know, sometimes that can happen. You know, you bought it at 1.7. I don't know if you bought it on the move on the downside up here or on the move towards the upside. Let's see here. This is on the 4-hourly time frame, so you're already having some kind of divergence up here on the top. Up here, there's already some kind of divergence. Getting the bearish cross on the daily, also on the 4-hourly chart, but it looks like, you know, yeah, on the bottom side down here on the other side, you got a bullish continuation, so this might continue. But what I would be looking is not, you know, indicators over here. What I would be looking at, I'm gonna show you what I would be looking at. I would be looking, because this is right now, you know, a big move towards the upside. Big move towards the upside. So this is some kind of very speedy move, and it's just gonna continue until it loses the steam. So you can see here it has some, you know, some trend line. So this is the first trend line, and you can see how nicely it is following trend line. But right now, if it goes below, right now that's 169. If it goes below your your level. If it just dumps down here, that's bad. If it goes sideways down here and drops, you know, out of this trend line up here, that might be bad. It might still do something like this up here, but you know, you don't want to break the trend line, especially these kind of trend lines that are not that steep, right? But right now it might maybe it is increasing the speed towards the upside. So if you see any kind of pullback and then it goes back above this up here, this will bottom down here will create a new speedy trend towards the upside as well, right? So keep that in mind, but you know, the trend lines needs to be respected, and this trend line up here cannot be broken. If you break the trend line, you broken the entire move towards the upside. You definitely don't want to break, like, you know, around 170. You don't want to go below, you know, today, this on 4-hourly time frame, so you know, today, tomorrow, yeah, you don't want to go below 1.7 at least. You don't want to go below 1.7 because then you are out of the trend. Just so you know, man. Got it, thanks. You're out of the trend. But I don't know how long what are you doing with the pirate chain. I don't know which you're holding or staking, or if it's your long-term buy, if you just want to trade it. You know, if you're trading, it's up. You know, that's all on to you, man. You do your money, I do my money, because I can't tell you, you know, when to buy, when to sell and stuff like that, right? But I can tell you what I think. Tiela, where you been, bro? Here, man. Every single day. Not every single day, but here. But I think we're gonna have a lot more time together, guys, because I've done a deal with the wife. So now that you know, the deal is done, I'm gonna have a lot more spare time in the morning. So Bitcoin Daily will be regular again every single day. Maybe not Saturday, Sunday, because kids are awake, so I want to spend time with kids. But Monday to Friday, and when kids are not having some kind of holiday, so we're gonna have Bitcoin Daily all the time. We're also gonna have, you know, live streams at the evening, and maybe even a couple of more videos. And then I got some other stuff like that, because you know, this thing that I did, the deal, and removed one, you know, stuff. I think it's gonna, you know, open a lot of the free time for me, so you know, I can do a lot more TA and a lot more live streams. So we're gonna, you know, try to work on that, try to work on our channel, try to work on our hair and the beard and stuff like that, just because I'm pirate. That's the way I keep the balance. Yeah. Anyways, guys, thanks for stopping by. It wasn't long stream, it was 42 minutes, but you know, it's nice just, you know, pop stream, see what's happening with Bitcoin, you know, chat with, you know, everybody. And are any yours and others content? Do you have any recommendation books to read for TA? Other than mine, well, I have, you know, link down below for the other channel, but besides that, no. What I can recommend you, if you want to learn tech analysis, I'm gonna recommend you what you're gonna do. I'm gonna tell you how I learned technical analysis. And the rule number one is that most of people that are teaching technical analysis, maybe they understand a few things, but a lot of stuff they do not understand. So at least from what I figured out. So when I started learning tech analysis, you know, I would hear this guy saying this and this guy saying that, and they would be saying, you can see this over here. But what I noticed is, you know, he says, okay, this is maybe bullish, this is bearish, and let's say he says it's bullish, but it goes down. Then you have to go back and you have to think, why did it go down? Always ask yourself, but just blah blah. I can understand you well. My wife has been threatening me with divorce for 3 years because of coins, but just blah blah. So always ask any kind of YouTuber, like, see if are they right most of the time. It's not as much as they are if they are right, but you know, is their TA any good? You know, look for predictions they make, look for what they say, based on that set, and then figure out if there's anything to that. If it goes the opposite direction, look also for what the justification for that is. You know, Altcoin is doing good. Altcoin is doing it. Yeah, it seems hard to cut through the noise. Yeah, that's the problem. There is just too much noise. And when I started learning, one of the guys that was very good was Alessio Restani. But he's not a trader. I'm gonna explain to you why. But you know, when I started learning, when I started learning TA, I liked watching this guy because he has nice voice, he had nice videos, he was explaining things, you know, and although he's explaining things, it didn't always play out the way he's played, but I understood a lot of what he was trying to tell. For example, the moving averages, how they are moving, what's happening, because this guy read a lot of books, guys. This guy reads tons of trading books, so of course he's gonna know the gems. Of course he's gonna, you know, be able to sort a little bit through the noise and figure it out. But I don't think he's a trader. I don't think Alessio Rostano is a good trader, and I don't think he is you know, anybody we should be looking for the TA. What he's very good at is market analysis, and I mean like global market analysis. I mean analysis long term. I mean sentiment analysis, psychological analysis, but not unfortunately technical analysis. But he does know a lot of technical analysis gems, and I did learn a lot. But at one point I stopped, you know, watching his video because I figured out, like, you know, there is just so much that you can learn from one guy, and you know, that's it. But this guy is definitely a guy to watch. This guy is definitely a guy to watch. And there are other guys that I still keep on. Who do I watch for TA? I don't watch that many guys for TA. I mean, I watch everybody, like Satoshi's. I think Satoshi's Stacker. Nah, everybody got something wrong, man. Even that the guy, what's good? I always forget his name. I think I'm getting Alzheimer, man. I'm forgetting stuff all the time. So, what is the name, man? He does like daily videos. I just need to find, not Mitch Ray. I think Mitch. There's this guy called Mitch Ray. Mitch Ray. I don't think, you know, he's been around for a very long time, but you know, just because, also remember this, just because somebody's been around for a very long time, it does not mean they are good, okay? I've seen, you know, traders that says, yeah, I've been doing this for 10-20 years, and then I look at them and they are super, you know, bullish or bearish on something, and I'm opposite of that way, and it goes my way, and then I have to think like, hey man, what you know? There is one guy that I stopped watching. It's called the Target Hit. I'm gonna explain to you. Target Hit. And this guy says that, you know, he's trading like... He's live trading. He's right now 6,500 or whatever. It just goes down. I don't know. He's shorting. Look, he's shorting FTT. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. This guy is claiming to be like 10 years in the market, you know, super trader or whatever, right? The time in the market doesn't matter, man. There are guys who come into the market and just, you know, figure it out and do good after, you know, a couple of months. And there are guys like after 10 years shorting right now something, right? He's down $2,000. Like, why would you be shorting when Bitcoin is going up? What's wrong with you, right? So I stopped following this guy because in the start, you know, he had some interesting lines. I was thinking like, hey man, maybe he's doing something nice and stuff like that. Maybe he's gonna do that, you know. I tried to figure out his strategy, what he's doing. But after a while, you just understand like, hey man, you know, it's crap. It's crap. There's YouTube channel Trading Reality. You should check it out. I'm not chilling Trading Reality. I don't think that guy has anything to do, you know. Who is it? Let me see up here. I was watching CryptoJab a lot in the start, but CryptoJab, I don't think his analysis is that on point. Unfortunately, I don't think. CryptoJab. There is this guy called CryptoJab, and I just don't feel it. Like, I think he messes up a lot of on very basic stuff. Like, he has good knowledge about everything, but he's better talker than analysis, the way I see it. And that's why his, you know, channel is growing, and that's why he has this coffee and crypto stuff where he likes to talk about a lot of stuff. But he did start with technical analysis, but I don't think that's his thing. But you know, I learned a couple of things from him, but not that much. But good guy. You should definitely follow this guy, CryptoJab. I like the guy, you know, when he doesn't talk about TA, because you know, everything else is good. Let's see up here. But there was, okay, who do I have on the chart? The chart guys, I don't know. What was that? The moon is actually good, but he doesn't show that much TA. He doesn't explain anything. He just shows you know, the end result. How can I forget what the guy's name? Anup. Crypto, something like that, right? This guy, Noob Crypto, he's very good at patterns. So definitely watch this guy for patterns and stuff like that, because you know, complex patterns and stuff like that he can explain it very well. What about CryptoFace? CryptoFace is a very good trader. There you have a guy who hasn't been in the space for 10 years, but he is making money, at least from what it looks like. He's going to make money, and he's selling his, you know, indicators. Whether he's making money or not, but he's doing a good prediction. I haven't watched, you know, yeah, I don't like the guy, and sometimes when you don't like the guy, you cannot watch it. Jebon is a great radio voice and it's good for Ballestias. Jeb's moonwalk class, he shares description as a strategy, but he never even follows the law. Anyways, it's hard to spell. Like, there are a lot of guys, you know, who has, you know, they're good at something, but they're not good at everything. But I would definitely follow, you know, just follow the big, you know, the big tier guys, and then you figure out like what works, what doesn't work. Do you recommend Mikuji Crypto? He's a good guy. He has some nice, I don't think he has the full picture yet, but you know, I think he's doing fine. Unfortunately, Fuji Crypto.
But it's most likely.
You know, I don't follow Mikuji Crypto for his TI. I follow him because I like the guy. But you know. Let's see CKMQ done. Create a like button. Okay, guys, I gotta go. Gotta go to sleep. Thanks for watching. You know, I'm bullish. I'm bullish. Altcoin is down 0.7%, but you know, it broke the trend. So I'm gonna show you the trend. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of data on Altcoin, but you can see up here that. Altcoin broke the trend, so what I'm expecting maybe another move or two up here, and then you know, a small pullback up here. We're gonna see how this is gonna play. This is just a small turn trade. It's it's like 4-hourly trend, man. Quantity is good, but he's always bullish. He has to be bullish because you know his audience is, you know, mom and dads, and they like to hear that everything is gonna be fine. Okay, there's stop.